Okay, so I bought these nesting pads from Amazon, and it came in a 10-pack. I'm going to put them in my chicken coop tonight. Hopefully, my hens will not reject them, and they'll continue laying in the nesting boxes. They've already kicked most of the straw out, and that's why I wanted to get this done tonight. I would have done it earlier, but they didn't arrive until evening anyway, and I got back in kind of late. So, here we go. Hopefully I don't wake them up. So I'm out here at the chicken coop tonight, and I wanted to show you, that floodlight that I have on the side of the chicken coop, motion sensing, pops right up, which is perfect. Anyway, I actually came out here to replace the bedding in their nesting box. I'll show you more of that in a second. I was using straw in their nesting boxes, but I'm going to these nesting pads. I found them off Amazon. They have no odor to them, and consequently, I doubt they're going to bother my allergies in the slightest. On top of that, as you can see, they've kind of kicked all of the straw out of their nesting boxes anyway, and so the straw really wasn't working out. Now, I'll show you these guys. I don't mean to wake them, but they are using that back roosting bar. Anyway, I'm going to turn this camera and light off on them. Yeah, what I'm doing here is I'm just replacing their nesting pads. Try not to disturb them too much, but my being out here talking has probably done that a little bit, and that's fine. Now, as I do each of these, I have to put the wooden eggs back in, and also you see me moving on to the next one here. I'm taking the wooden eggs out so that I can take what's left of the straw out. That straw's got to go. They're just kicking it around, and it's actually a pretty decent allergen for me. So, yeah, glad to see the straw go, actually. And back in goes the nesting pad. The nesting pad is going over top of a 12-inch tile square that's actually laying on the wood. Again, 2 eggs back in the nesting box. There we go. And now onto the final nesting box. You can see me moving the camera there just a little bit, as well as my low-level light. And I'll be cleaning that out here in a second and putting a nesting pad in it as well. Now, interesting point about those 12-inch tile squares that I have underneath these. They are 12-inch ceramic tile squares. They're the same things I have laying on the bottom of the chicken coop underneath the bedding. And it works out really nice because what happens is if the chickens do produce a load that travels through the bedding, then it's going to hit the tile, and it's not really going to contact the wood. The tile's going to hold it back. The tiles are just laid in there loose and just tightly fit together. All right, here we go. That final nesting pad in, and the 2 eggs, wooden eggs, right back where they belong. Okay. And we'll see how this worked. And there it is. I'll brush this off and close it up. Just a little bit of light so I can see what I'm doing. Ow. All right. Good night, ladies. And there it is. I'll leave them sleep in peace now. How's everyone doing this morning? Good morning, Opie. Good morning, ladies. And I'm out here at the nesting box. And it looks like we have 5 new eggs in 1 box. So the hens have clearly chosen the box they want to use. It looks like these pads have been a hit. They're not all tore up. They're where I put them last night, and they are laying eggs where they're supposed to. Perfect. And there we go. It looks like we've got a mix of hens laying here. I would say that the one on the far left is probably from one of our 2 smaller Delawares. Looks like the Rhode Island Reds. have laid their eggs, just from the appearance of the eggs and knowing who lays what. I know the barred rock's also laying. So anyway,